All right. Hello, everyone. We are live. Thanks for joining us. If you're joining us on all the social medias out there and all that crazy stuff, make sure there's a list of commands that might pop up in the Twitch if you're watching on Twitch, so you can see some of these Spotify playlists that our characters and Kat has even put together for the ambiance of Sindale. So those will be popping up in the Twitch channel. So if you're watching on somewhere else, go ahead and hop into the Twitch and find out what we're doing. Other than that, I'm going to give this right over to Kat so we can continue this. I think you can see the title. Party God. Excellent. I'm not going to say it like you guys say it. I'm going to let you guys go for it. All right, guys. It's all you.
Hi, I'm Kat, and I'm the MC. And I came up with a character. She's named MC Asmodia. Why? Because I'm extra, as my ex says. At any rate, last time on Monsterhearts, stuff happened. Do any of you want to recap what happened?
We went to school, and after school, I went as a ghost to the old restaurant where I used to work, except it's closed down since I died in the 60s. And I was just kind of hanging out there and cleaning up the place like old times. And then all the skateboard kids came to the makeshift skate park in the parking lot of this abandoned building. And there was some graffiti going on, and then they spotted me like spying on them, being all creepy, and then they were like, "Hey, why are you being so creepy?" I was like, "I don't know. I thought we could make this place into a place again." And then they're like, "Pizza party, yeah!" And I was like, "I don't think that's actually what I said," but and then fast forward to there being a pizza party, and all this time, Veronica was trying to have a wine party, and nobody came. Nobody came to your wine party, and then you were sad. And then something, summoning dark powers using candles? Question mark.
Well,
Yep.
I crashed your pizza party with Jungle Juice and
Oh,
got
yes.
Clay to chug 5 solo cups of Jungle Juice, and it did absolutely nothing to him.
Now, Clay is Michael's character. And Michael's character is what's known as a hollow. Michael, explain your character, Clay.
Yeah, so the reason that all the jungle juice was ineffective is because I got no internal organs for them to work with. It's just like an empty jug. Because clay is made of clay. He is a golem. Hollows can be like born of a wish, failed experiment, once a toy, amnesiac, or a machine. I went with the machine, which is the closest to a golem that was on the list there. And basically, I'm a blank slate, just sort of trying to copy whatever dominant personality happens to be in the room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And, trying to be cool, given to peer pressure. So in other words, typical teenager.
And you became your darkest self at the last episode.
That is true. I think I gave in when I was drinking. And now I have become, well, I guess not, but my current condition is party god, but I think the real party god just appeared.
Yeah.
Or so he says.
Okay. And speaking about the party god, I feel like somebody summoned that party god. I think that someone is named Damien, and he's played by Nick. Nick, explain Damien's funkiness.
So, Damien decided to go down to the old mines of the town on a dare. And while he was down there, he discovered this entity, and now is semi-connected / has bargains with said entity, and the entity was like, if you put these candles in a certain thing, you'll get a bunch of power. It was like, and Damien was like, okay. Put these candles in a certain thing, you'll get a bunch of power.
Damien also found something else down in
these
those
candles in a
tunnels.
certain
I think it was the
thing,
dead body. But
Get
I
a bunch of
think
power.
that
It's
dead
like,
body
and Damien's like,
down
okay,
in
he's
this
pencils in
tunnel.
his
I
phone.
think it was the
Thing.
Lenora. But
Get a
what's
bunch
the
of
deal
power.
with
It's
dead
like, and
body?
Damien,
That's a question for Kelsa.
I would tell you if I could have unmuted my microphone, but you see there's this cat in my way. Not you, cat, but a meow cat. Who made it very difficult. Lenora's dead. She's a ghost. She's been dead since the 60s. And when Damien found her body, it gave her a path back up to the surface where she had been left behind in those mines to die after there was a horrible accident there back in the 60s. And then she just went back to school like you do when you're a ghost.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else are you going to do? And talking about school, one person rules the school, and that one person is Veronica, played by Christina.
What can I say? Veronica's a queen bee. She's the quintessential mean girl. She literally has minions that she is connected to through a hive mind.
Yep. And Veronica and all those minions have just passed out as all of their teenage energy was removed from them. The same thing has happened to Damien. And Clay has gone into a state of total malfunction during all this. However, one of you has remained standing as you witness the creature that killed you emerge from a back room, Lenora. And I would like you to gaze into the abyss.
Absolutely, and I also immediately gain the condition traumatized whenever something brings to mind your death, and I'm pretty freaking sure that seeing what killed me is going to do that for me.
Oh, yeah. You are in like a total spiral of trauma and pain and fear.
Awesome. Now I need to remember where I put my dice because I did not get them out like I was supposed to.
So for those of you that didn't see the first one, Monsterhearts, created by Avery Alder, is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. And those games always use D6s, and you add your stats to them. So right now what's happening is that the darkness of the universe has entered into Lenore's mind.
Maybe she'll get an XP.
Ooh, sounds like you had an XP.
That was a 5.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm going to blame it on the cat, too.
You don't see anything profound in this nightmare. It's just a nightmare. And you find yourself in the graveyard.
Yep.
Which is where everybody else also wakes up.
Yep. That sounds right.
But only you four. Nobody else.
Are they not there, or are they not waking up?
They all gradually come to. And this is the old burial site by Tailing Pond B.
I'll pick myself up and say, "Whoa, that party was off the chain." Do parties usually end like this?
No.
Well, that's weird. Maybe they do for me because I'm so great at them. I am the party god, by the way.
Why does that sound familiar? Why is that?
Kelsey, you're muted, by the way.
That's the cat's fault. I'm never going to a party again, okay? Never.
I didn't even drink anything. Ugh. Lame.
You hear the approaching sound of a motorcycle.
Ooh, a motorcycle. The raddest way to travel. I will head towards the sound.
Okay.
Oh god. We should probably... Should we follow him?
No.
Why?
We need to leave. I wanna get out of here. I don't want to stick around for whatever this motorcycle is.
But maybe they can help, because I have no idea.
No
idea how we got here.
Yeah, I don't either, but I'm just gonna go home. I need... Oh! And of course, I don't have my phone on me.
Nope, you don't. That was
Is
being carried around
Cordelia-
by Cordelia.
Cordelia has it.
That's what happens when you have other people carrying your shit.
Like, this outfit has pockets.
Well, whose fault is that?
Whatever.
The motorcycle continues to approach.
I'm leaving. I'm gone. Like,
Okay.
actually, I'm gone. Yes.
The ghost is ghosted. Do you use some of your ghost powers to like do you not care that these people see that you're a ghost?
Yeah, I'm really kind of fucking traumatized right now. So I think, I think I'm gonna literally fly away, like, just up and gone.
That totally makes sense.
I'm going to try and connect with George through our link and get him to come pick me up.
Okay. Now, how specifically does your link work?
Actually, I can really only hear their emotions and fears. Although it does say I have a telepathic connection with your game members.
So you do. So you can telepathically communicate with them.
Yeah. So I tell George I'm at the cemetery. Come get me.
You got it, bro.
Oh, dear God. He's probably drunk. Have Fred drive.
Okay. I'll get Fred. Wait, can I get Fred on a telepathic link? I don't know how this works.
Fred?
What's up, bro?
Are you drunk?
No, I'm just high on partying. Woo!
Is Cordelia there?
Huh? Yeah, Cordelia's here.
Okay. I get Cordelia. Cordelia,
Yes,
come get me.
you got it.
I'm at the cemetery.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be there in a minute. Wait, which cemetery?
You said it was by Bees Pond?
Yeah, it's by Tailing Pond B.
Over by Tailing Pond B.
Oh, wow, the old cemetery, sure. Do you want me to bring some Molly?
Sure.
Awesome, because we were having a rager of a party.
Well, it'll be better once you get me.
Sure thing. Okay, so your minions are coming.
Cool.
The ghost is ghosted. I'm trying to remember an MC duty really quickly.
Wait.
There we go.
Okay. This is... Why is everyone... Okay, everyone's just splitting up. Great. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's... Well, except for Clay. Clay's heading straight to the motorcycle.
Oh. Just so that we're not, like, completely separated in all directions, I'll follow Clay, sort of, but, like, keep a distance.
Gotcha.
Can I see you, Damien, or are you like hiding?
You can see that I'm trailing you, but like I'm trying to semi keep out of sight of possible motorcycles.
All right, I will wave to you and be like, "Yo, Damien, come on, let's take this party on the move."
Seems the party is going on without you, dude.
And that is when the motorcycle arrives. It seems it's like it's an old kind of beat up motorcycle. It's not like super cool. And it is driven by somebody that you can tell is female even before she has pulled her helmet off, just because she's not terribly big. And as she removes her helmet, her raven black hair spills out, and she gazes at you angrily.
Do you know this chick?
You do not.
I don't, but I'd love to get to meet her. Hey.
She looks pretty pissed.
Hey. So are you the idiots that released the god?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Are you the idiots that released the god? You know what? I said it in the exact same way, but I said it slower.
Yeah. Can you elaborate?
Well, okay, so there's this evil god that my people have been trying to keep imprisoned for thousands of years, and some idiot white people just let it out into the world. Does that fit your description?
Um, does this god have a name?
Yeah, it's got a name. It is called, I forgot how to pronounce it, Sheely. Oh,
So,
I'm guessing you're the one that it promised great power to, huh? Yeah,
I
you look
think.
about the type.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, when you're like wandering around a mine shaft and this weird voice comes into your head, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Like, I don't know, not listen to the weird voices in your head. That would be what I would do.
hey,
It's good.
my dudes, can I impose a new little rule here? Chill vibes only. Okay, can you make that agreement, please? Things are getting a little bit unchill.
You're right. Sorry. Yeah, I just figured probably somebody here is the one that was responsible for it because um this is just usually kind of where Shigley drops their trash.
Oh, great. Now I'm considered trash by other people too.
Well,
Great.
I mean by the horrible monster god demon that you summoned. I'm trying to find the exact right white person word to describe exactly the level of shit that you just have unleashed onto this earth.
Okay. Insults aside, I'm guessing you have a way of fixing this, or else you wouldn't have tried to find us.
Well, no, I don't, because
Great.
I'm
So you
not the
just
one
came here to
that's
insult me.
well, I'm not the one that summoned it. So it's kind of like more on you to figure it out.
Oh, great.
Look, I'm about one thing: partying. Unsummoning ancient demons is definitely not my thing. So
Great.
maybe
You
you
have
got the
fun of that.
Well,
wrong
I
people
think you're
here.
going to have a great time back in town because everybody is having a massive weird party. So
Yeah, you have fun with that, Clay. Like, you.
I guess enjoy that, party guy. I'm sorry. I guess my demeanor's not super great. I really have to work on it. I'm not really so much of a diplomat as like a mystic.
Miss. Wait. Oh, okay. Can we just sort of somehow back up? Because, like, this whole thing is a little overwhelming. Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
Okay, let me explain it to you really quickly. You are hearing a car approaching this whole time, by the way, that is blaring very loud club music.
Uh,
Okay, she like puts her head down and starts pacing. I need to explain this to you, and I don't have a whole lot of time. The first thing you need to know is this, and that's when she's hit by the car.
the fuck?
Oh no!
Oh, fuck.
And Cordelia steps out.
Oh my God!
Cordelia,
What
what
did
the
you
fuck
do?
did you just do?
Oh, yeah, I had to kill her for the god. You don't
Oh,
want the god of parties to stop partying.
fuck.
Okay, so was her MC? Would you describe her personality as like dominating?
Whose personality is dominating?
This is this woman who was just hit by the car.
Oh, the woman who was just hit by the car. It was a fairly dominating sort of personality, yeah.
All right, you see Clay change a little bit. Clay like grabs Damien, or Clay, and then points to Cordelia and is like, "She's in league with that ancient evil. We got to get out of here."
You guys, it's not an ancient evil. It's like a party god. You're gonna have the best time. All you have to do is accept it into your heart and soul. Huh. No. Mm, you're the one that summoned it, right? She's pointing at Damien.
How does everyone know this?
Oh, because he's telling everybody.
Oh, fuck. Great.
Yeah. So I mean, technically speaking, I think I'm supposed to kill you.
Oh, of course you are.
Yeah. Can you hold still? It won't take long. And she like goes into the car and pulls out a shotgun.
We
Oh.
can't let this unspeakable abomination win.
No, as
Damien,
soon
come on.
as
And then
she
I
grabs the shotgun, I'm rushing her.
Okay, go for it. You made it. Well, I think you know what this is. I think you know what this move is.
Lash out.
I want to run away whenever you're ready.
Sure, Clay is running away, and Damien is lashing out physically.
I think-
So both of you go ahead and roll those.
I fail with a 3, but
You got a
that does
3.
that does level me up. I have a -1 in volatile, so
Oh. So
I got
Damien
shot
tries
by
real
that.
hard to rush her and just takes a shotgun blast to the chest. Dude, you just
Oh,
got
great.
maxed out on harm immediately.
oh great.
But there's a move in this called skirting death. So
Yeah.
Michael, did you roll your runaway?
Yeah, but I don't want to do it anymore. I didn't realize Clay would die. I mean, Damien would get shotgunned. Can I
It's a
change it?
point blank
no.
shotgun. How did you think that was going to go for him?
He's like a demon man.
I thought he was not gonna.
He should
I
be
thought
able
he was not gonna roll that poorly.
That happens.
You know, that's all.
Whatever.
There is skirting death. So
Okay.
to avoid death, you can erase all your harm and choose one. You can become your darkest self, or you can lose all strings that you have on everybody. Would you like to become your darkest self, or would you like to lose all strings that you have on everybody?
Well, let's see. What is my darker self? Find yourself shivering, needy, and alone. Dark color will make you some daunting unto demands. Very demand fulfilled brings you closer to feeling whole again. And there's one dark power strings. You know, you see the darker self, and your dark power is out of strings. Or you make it one. It's me. Okay. Let's see. Jeez,
Michael, did you try to run away in the meantime?
Yeah, I guess I gotta live with that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I rolled a 12, so it says I get away to a safe place.
Yeah, you got away to a super safe place. And I'm going to say with that, you've even managed to drag away the woman who got hit by the car, who's still barely breathing.
All right, awesome.
I wanna
Yeah.
come find them and the woman who got hit by the car, and so I have this really cool power called transference. It says whenever you spend some time truly listening to someone else's struggles, they heal harm and then transfer their remaining harm to you.
Ooh.
So I want to like come out of nowhere and be like, "Are you okay?" To this woman and see if I can get her to lend me her troubles and maybe tell us what we could possibly do to fix this, because
Yeah.
Okay.
When you did you we're going to finish up what Kelsa's doing first, and then I'm going to jump back to you, Nick, because it sounds like you've made a decision.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I didn't expect. I'm not as good at this as my grandma was. You know, my grandma, she managed to stop it after those miners released it, and all it did was kill a couple of people. But I fell asleep on the job. Literally, I fell asleep. Now everything's just. Oh, I'm in so much pain. My spleen. I'm presuming.
it already killed me once. It can't do any worse.
Okay. I forget, it's 5 is the maximum harm in this, isn't it? I'm just blanking right now.
My
I don't know.
character sheet has 4 spaces.
Yeah,
for
mine
harm.
has-
Oh, okay. So
4.
4 is the maximum harm. So you
Yeah.
basically, it said, what is it that you need to roll on your ability?
It doesn't say I roll anything. It says whenever you spend time truly listening to someone else's struggles, they will heal 1 harm and then transfer the remaining harm to you.
Okay. So she heals 1 harm, and now you have 3 harm.
Great.
Because she just got hit by a car.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'm a ghost. I'm already dead. What's the worst that could happen?
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nick, it sounds like you made a decision.
Yeah. Well, I will say, I did level up with that shitty ass roll, so
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna bump that volatile back up to have nothing, and then I'm gonna just have fun in my darkest self, which
Okay. So
apparently is I find myself shivering, needy, and alone. The dark power will make some daunting, open-ended demands. Every demand fulfilled brings me closer to feeling whole again, and removes one of the dark power strings on me. I escape the
okay.
darkest self when the dark power is out of strings, or I make a bargain with an even more dangerous entity.
Okay. Do you want to try to see if you can make a bargain with an even more dangerous enemy, or do you want the party god to make demands of you?
Um, you know what? Let's see if I can connect to something, to an entity.
Sure.
Just, just because like I'm alone and like I have no idea how to even
Yeah.
get rid of this
You're bleed
god that
like
I've
right
summoned.
now before you're miraculously healed, you are bleeding to death on the ground, and you're reaching out for something to pay attention to you
Mm-hmm.
because you know you're very special. Um. So do you have a way of reaching out to a different evil creature, or is there a roll you need to make on your sheet?
Um, I don't think so. It doesn't
Okay,
say.
then I'm going to have you gaze into the abyss,
That's what I figured.
literally gazing into your own death abyss.
Okay, that's a big number. That's a 13.
Okay,
Almost
so
maxed.
so you have a lucid vision that about basically the way to stop this party god is with sort of like the anti-party god, a sort of controlling, icy, hive-minded deity that wants nothing but to be praised
Oh, great.
and aggrandized. It doesn't want your love, it just wants your servitude. And you realize that particular god, the anti-party god, the force that has been controlling the party god this whole time, is currently manifest through Veronica,
Great.
who is now your dark power.
Oh, great. This should be interesting. Okay.
But it's almost like a finger of this thing is what's coming through Veronica. She might be a conduit for something much larger and more horrible. And the only thing that you can do is help her kill the vibe.
Great.
It's called weird.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so your dark power is in fact now Veronica instead of the Shaylee, the party god.
All right. So I guess
But you don't have any harm anymore.
so I guess I'll get up and at least is wow, I'm blanking on her name. The girl who just shot me, is she still
Cordelia?
around?
Yeah,
Cordelia,
she's still
yes.
there.
Cordelia, I'm about to take care of that. Or I
Okay.
had an idea.
So what is your idea for taking care of Cordelia?
So, under my click, I chose that they're cultists with dark oaths and willingness to die. And when I see her pull a shotgun out, I'm going to, run up to her and be like, Cordelia, what the hell are you doing? Why are you killing people?
The party god told me to do it? Are you not with the party god?
No, fuck that. You don't kill anybody.
Oh, wow.
Not unless I tell you to.
Sorry. So I guess I shouldn't have shot Damien then?
No?
Eek. My bad. It looks like he's somehow healing, though.
Oh, good.
Oh God, that hurts.
I mean, I guess. Anyway. But let's just get out of here.
Wow, I'm like suddenly really bummed out, Veronica. I feel guilt and shame.
Well, you should for following anyone other than me.
You're right. I'm so sorry. Do you want me to kill myself?
No,
Okay.
you're still of use.
Damien, I'm so sorry that I killed you. I don't know. It seemed like a really cool thing to do at the time.
Give me my phone, Cordelia.
She hands you her phone.
Hey, Veronica. You think you could be more of you and just continue to be you? And essentially, I need you to kill the vibe that's happening all around everything.
And at this, the woman from the motorcycle limps over and goes, "Oh, this all makes sense. She must be Ragnara, the bitch mother."
What? I don't know if now is the best time to call her a bitch mother.
I'm sorry, that's the name of the goddess, Ragnara, the bitch mother. I didn't name her.
Okay, besides the point.
This goes perfectly with one of the songs on my Spotify playlist.
Which you can access through on Twitch by
Yeah,
doing...
anytime on Twitch if you want to access the playlist.
Mine hasn't been posted. Let me see if am I able to do it. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, one of the songs on there is called "You Call Me Bitch Like It's a Bad Thing."
Okay.
No, it all makes sense. Ragnara, the bitch mother, is the inherent enemy of Shaylee.
Great. Yeah, that's basically what I got and why I'm still alive. Apparently now I'm connected to you, Veronica, / whatever your previous name was.
Ew.
Get over it.
The woman from the motorcycle helpfully provides the bitch mother. She's called the bitch mother.
Great. I don't really want to insult her further because I don't want to release the wrath, I guess, because I'm guessing that's what it would do. But anyways. Yeah. Well.
So you're saying that these two cosmic deities are playing a game of chess with human souls as the pawns.
I mean, I feel like calling it chess is overstating their basic intelligence. Think of these as more primal deities.
Great, so they're having a battle royale.
Yes. Have you ever seen the show Cheers? They're kind of like Sam and Diane.
What? Who?
Yeah, okay. I'm way older than you kids.
I've only ever watched all the John Hughes movies, Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World,
what?
And various other teen entertainments from the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, so think about the bitch mother as being like a very angry Molly Ringwald. Okay, are you thinking of that? Just imagine Molly Ringwald, but like constantly on her period. Okay.
I still don't know who any of these people are.
Are we talking 16 Candles or Breakfast Club Molly Ringwald? Or...
yeah, kind of a Breakfast Club vibe where she like knows that she's cool. Okay, and then...
That's starting to sound more like Veronica, yeah.
Right. And then imagine the party god as Anthony Michael Hall before he started lifting weights and doing steroids. You've seen the movie Weird Science, right, Clay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, kind of like that, you know, just like really, really dorky, but he also has these superpowers to make people think he's cool.
Are you even speaking English?
It sounds familiar. That sounds like something like my dad would have watched.
Right. Speaking of which, your parents are probably all under the influence of the party god.
Oh, great.
He's taken over the entire town?
I would imagine so.
Okay, that does that. I need to get to Daddy because that's my bank.
Oh, Cordelia's like, oh yeah, I guess sure I can drive you there, I guess. Sorry again.
Yeah, you will drive me there. Take me home.
Okay, you got it, boss. Is everybody else coming?
I definitely.
Emo guy.
Nice.
Huh?
That would be nice if if that's
Yeah,
okay.
we should.
Sure.
I'm in a lot of pain.
Oh yeah. You took a real
Wait,
not hit. I don't know.
wait.
You've been
How are you in pain?
It's hard to explain, all right? I think it's my spleen.
Did it have something to do with the fact that you just floated away not too long ago?
Vaguely related. Look, just let me get in the car.
Okay. Yeah.
They probably have George's truck, is what I'm assuming. So
Sure.
bed, because I take the cab.
Yeah.
Sure.
So everybody
yeah.
else is piled into the truck bed. And when the rest of you try to even get up into the front, because there is enough room for 3 people to get up in the truck bed, Veronica's like, no.
Yep.
Well, I'm assuming that Fred and George are there too.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's one of those trucks that is actually a 4-seater number.
True.
So yeah, they're
big
all
Call
there.
shotgun.
Well,
Yeah.
With a literal shotgun.
And like when you were getting in, they were actually shotgunning beers. And the moment you step in, they both look really sad. And they're like, oh shit. Sorry we were partying so hard.
Beer, seriously? And that shit? It's disgusting.
Can you pass those brewskis my way, please? I want to keep partying while I can.
wait, now
Okay,
is not the time.
seriously?
Now's all
That
it's all the
beer-
time.
That beer is lame.
Look, I'm
Yeah,
all about
gross.
2 things: battling ancient evils and partying.
You're right, Veronica. Do you want George and I to get out of this car and beat the crap out of each other for being lame?
I don't think that's necessary.
Not interested in watching that sport right now. First, I need to get to my father, make sure he's okay.
Cordelia's like steps on the gas and the truck lurches forward. Those of you in the back are kind of jostled about a bit.
Yep.
It makes your spleen feel real bad, Lenora.
Ow.
Where did you
Sorry.
learn to drive?
The
All right.
driver's ed class at school.
Well, Lenora, is there anything that we can do to help you, or is that just a waited out thing, or?
I don't think there's anything we can do like right now. I just
Well, healing in this game is, if you take the time to tend someone's wounds, once per session you may heal 1 harm. Extra if they do it delicately and intimately with erotic subtext.
Oh,
we don't have a lot of time right now. Is my point, but
Yeah.
we can make time.
I mean, I can at least try and do something.
Well, it looks like Michael's got something to say.
Oh yeah.
This is my party side speaking. But are there any like painkillers in the car?
I mean, not back here in the truck bed. Oh, you're muted, Michael.
Yeah, I'll call ahead to the front.
Okay.
Hey,
They slide
party-
open the little window between the bed and the back of the and the,
hey
and the
guys,
bed.
party got here. You got any like painkillers up there? You know, opioids?
Like Fred hands you a bottle.
Thank you, my dude. And hey, party on.
Yeah, party on. And then he looks back at like Veronica. Like, is it okay?
I'm busy on my phone and just like sneering, like, ugh.
Party on, he says, and gives you the drugs. Help us.
Here, Lenora, down this. This might help with the pain.
I mean, I'll try anything at this point. I'll dry swallow some pills.
Okay. I mean, that heals you 1 harm.
Hooray!
I wouldn't say that was anything delicate or intimate. That was just
No.
like, have some pills.
Have some pills, take them. I'll take that though. That's fine.
Yeah, hey. They seem to work, and maybe that's because you took the harm of a human where that would have worked on them.
Yeah.
You do feel better.
That's
And, Because you are in intense pain, this does not make you high. It just makes you not in intense pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because that's, how these work.
Mm-hmm.
So is our, I guess, spiritual guide with us or whatever?
Yeah, she is with you.
So is there anything else that you can tell us? And, well, first of all, your name.
Sure. Well, first of all, I do have a name. It's Ruby. So it's nice to
Ruby.
meet you.
Nice to
Sorry,
meet
I
you.
probably should have let off with that.
That's fine under the circumstances.
Well, it's one of those things like you spend your life preparing for these two gods to emerge, and then when they do, it's always going to take you off guard. I mean,
I'm sure. Yeah, I guess I should probably apologize for summoning him.
no, look, it's my bad. I shouldn't have lashed out the way that I did at you. You seem innocent enough. And there's something that's kind of changed about you since I got hit by this truck. I can't put my finger on it.
Well, it seems that I am now connected to Veronica / the bitch mother instead of
Oh.
Shield.
That explains why I'm getting a feminine energy off of you now.
Oh, great.
It's
That's-
okay.
That's
Like, there's nothing
totally
wrong with
fine,
us
yeah.
girls. Don't worry about it.
No, I mean, it's just sort of not what you would expect from a guy like me.
Oh, what should I expect from a guy like you?
I don't know. What would you expect from a guy like me?
I don't know. What should I expect from a guy like you?
I don't know. Someone cool, possibly good looking. I mean, I don't think
Oh.
I'm that bad looking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no offense, but cool, good-looking people don't normally accidentally or purposefully summon, god demons.
You don't know that.
I mean, I guess not. I mean, I guess you could summon one to have it make you become cool and good-looking, in which case you would be cool and good-looking after the fact.
I mean,
Did you ever think about asking him to do that for you? I bet he would've.
he didn't really go into detail into what would happen once I summoned him, so I figured that would be part of the bargain. I don't know.
So while they're having this conversation, I'm going to say that, Lenore, you're still in pain, so you're probably not the one that notices this either. But Clay, you notice that there is a car that has started tailing you.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt your extremely bogus circular conversation, but we picked up a tail.
Shit.
And as you look more closely at it, you see that is a car being driven by Kara, the sousaphone player from the marching band.
That,
Think she's fallen under the sway of the party god?
Oh, she most definitely has fallen into the sway of the party god. Like, she is, really, decked out. And, well, she's not decked out in anything besides her, band outfit. But it's like, her and the other band geeks in the car have kind of turned it into a My Chemical Romance, what was it? The album called Black Parade? I forget what it was called specifically.
Black Parade, yeah.
But
The album was
made
called Black Parade, yeah.
Yeah, they've made their band outfits into that kind of My Chemical Romance Black Parade look, and they're all wearing their best emo makeup. And you hear Kara. She leans out the window and says, "You will not stop the party god."
Oh boy. Any ideas on how we can...
Cordelia, stop the truck.
Wait, what? Why are you stopping?
Hey,
I grab
got
the
it.
shotgun. As soon as this truck is stopped, I get out and walk over them and I'm the party god, you idiot. Seriously?
Okay, because of your amazing powers, you can roll to shut them down.
This
let's
might actually be a good
see.
one.
Because you are
With
killing the
cold.
vibe.
With cold, I get a plus to cold.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 6 plus 2, so 8.
Okay, so on an 8, you get to choose one from below, but you do come across poorly.
Wait, am I supposed to? I'm only supposed to roll one, right? One die.
No, you roll 2 dice.
Oh, I rolled one.
Oh, we'll roll another.
Wow.
So that adds another 3, so that gives me
Nice.
12 total.
Oh, well then, yeah, you just dominate on
Yeah.
this. So you get to choose one thing from the list below. They lose a string on you. That doesn't apply. You can't, so therefore you can gain a string on them. You can give them a condition or you can take one forward. So taking one forward means you get a +1 on whatever your next roll that you do is. Or you can give them a condition. And I will say that the condition is you bum them out.
I was gonna say if I could I choose the condition, but I'm good.
What condition would you like to choose?
One of them.
Ooh. So is that like one of your special moves?
It's part of my. It's listed under my sex move.
Okay.
That when I have sex with someone, they gain the condition one of them. While the condition remains, they count as part of your gang.
I'm going to go ahead and let you impose that condition without doing sex because of the situation of you realizing that you have the powers of a god.
Sweet. I am now telepathically linked with her.
Yes, you are now telepathically linked with Kara the band nerd. What would you like to demand of Kara?
I demand that her and the rest of her band geeks strip down naked and parade through town screaming at the top of their lungs that they suck.
You got it, Kara says, as she strips down, but the rest of them are like, what? No. You can go ahead and actually roll on all of them. There are 4 of them all together. See which other ones of these guys you puppet master.
All right,
I will let you know every time you are running the risk of failure. But
is that with shut them down still?
Yeah, you're still shutting them down.
All right, that's a 13 total.
Okay, you got another band geek stripping down and running away.
I'm digging these 2 dice.
Yeah.
That one is 9.
Okay, so on a 9, you do pick up a condition in return, and that condition is that bitch.
Call me bitch like it's a bad thing.
Right. However, I'm guessing you still put the condition on them of being under your control, so they also do what you want, but they're not happy about it.
And the last one is a 10 total.
Okay, that's plenty. They have also done what you want, and they are part of your hive now.
Go run, say you suck.
Yeah. We suck! They're running down the street naked, screaming about sucking. There might be people that take that word the wrong way, but that's the life of when you're running into a party city naked, screaming that you suck. We're not going to play that out.
That's fine.
It's probably not going to end up super well for them. Still,
that was the idea.
You have lost the tail in the weirdest way possible. And you may continue.
I just go back to my phone.
Yeah.
Waiting to get home.
Michael, you're still, I think, your darkest self, right? Can you remind me of what that means specifically? It's like you realize you're empty and sad.
Yeah, I gotta put myself in harm's way. Let's see. We need to meet your makers, hold them accountable for what they've done to you. So I need to go after my parents at some point, but I've kind of pushed that to the back. I was gonna put myself in harm's way for the car, but Veronica took care of it so neatly.
Okay, but without further ado, you do get back to her house. Looking for you go up to the gate, you buzz yourself in. As you approach, you hear the sounds of your parents' lame 90s music playing. Ugh. It's that stupid song about black hole suns that you don't get.
God. under any other circumstance, I might think this would be good music, but it's probably a bad omen.
Yeah. And as you enter into the house, you see your mom and dad dressed like they did in the 90s, wearing like flannel and band t-shirts. Your dad's like smoking weed out of an apple. Hey, what's up?
What's up? Looks like the party's already here.
Seriously? How lame are you? And I knock the apple out of his hands.
I want to
Whoa.
catch it.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get a hit of that, please.
I feel like you can effectively catch the apple bong, and if you hand that over to Clay, you can take a rip of it.
Done
And,
and done.
Veronica's dad is like, the great thing about it, man, is you can eat it after you smoke it.
Righteous.
And then there's no evidence. It's amazing.
Right? You gotta worry about the narcs.
Yeah.
And your mom goes, whatever, never mind. Yeah,
All right.
sorry.
You
Like,
want a
caring about
party?
things is dumb.
You want a party? Cordelia, give me that Molly you said you brought.
Sure, boss. She hands you the Molly.
And I shove it in Mom's throat.
Your mom's not that cool with that, but go ahead and lash out physically to try to give your mom Molly.
Volatile. All right.
Meanwhile, while that happens, the song switches over to Loser by Beck.
That's a 6.
Okay, that didn't go well for you. Which means that I get to impose a condition on you.
And I get an experience point.
You do get an
Hey.
experience point. How are you doing on experience, by the way?
I am 1 bubble away from max.
Okay. So I am going to say that you suddenly realize how immoral and weird it is that you just tried to shove a pill into your mom's mouth, and you've picked up the condition self-conscious.
All right.
So
what's
all of a
that
sudden
one
you're
do?
like, I know that I was told that I was a god, but that can't be right. Like, I'm getting out of control. This is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to harsh on Mello, but we do have an ageless, eternal evil wreaking havoc in the middle of our city.
Yep.
We got to figure out, now that we're in a safe spot, we got to figure out some way to go back there and pit these two deities against each other. How do we do that?
That's
Huh? Oh, wow. You know what? And her dad is like taking out a pitch hitter now that his apple joint was like thrown away, or his apple bong. So now he's got a new joint. I'll tell you something. When my friends and I were all into freaky shit, we hold on. You gotta hold it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so when my friends and I wanted to do some really, really freaky stuff, we would usually go to Rutland's Emporium. And Ruby slaps her head and is like, oh my gosh, I should have thought of that.
Well,
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, like they used to do tarot readings in Rutland's Emporium, and you could buy vampire fangs there. It was a cool place. How did we end up with such a...
fangs?
Yeah, vampire fangs. It was cool at the time.
That is
You would go
lame.
No, you'd get them and you'd go watch an interview with a vampire. It was rad. Everybody was doing vampire stuff back then. Wearing chokers. How did we end up with such a lame stain of a daughter? Sorry, Veronica, you need to know. He claps you on your shoulder. You're totally lame.
I mean,
You've
yeah,
always
but I
been
think at this point
totally
we kind of need the lameness. So, is there anything you can do about your parents right now, Veronica?
I'm not the lame one.
I mean, according to your parents right now, yes, you are. But, anyways,
It's just her mom's. It's just because she's so ambitious. You know, it's weird.
is that a bad thing?
Trying too hard.
You're the
Yeah.
ones who expect me to take over the family business.
What? Your dad says I took over the family business? Whoa, my dad must have been crazy if he let me take over. And then he takes another hit of his weed.
Obviously, Grandpa was a bit crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Oh, what are you gonna do though?
Yeah, my dad crafted me in a kiln.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Dude, you're
He made
smoking
me.
too much. You took too much. Oh, we should watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, babe. He slaps your mom on the shoulder. She's like, totally, I'm gonna pop that in.
I
Okay,
never
that's
saw
a
that
thing.
one.
So look, we should leave
Hey,
these guys alone and go to that Emporium place, I think. Look, I would really, really, really like to end this.
I, you know what? Screw it. Let's just leave.
Well, hey, before you guys leave, your dad goes to starts heading towards the kitchen. Do any of you want some mushroom tea?
Yeah, I'll take some. By the way, do you have any like really cool fast cars like in Ferris Bueller? You know, where like a really cool
Oh,
you can
my
take?
dad. You actually would know this, Veronica. That yes, in fact, your grandfather was super into muscle cars and has a ton of them, and your dad inherited them.
We only have like 3 garage fulls of them.
Great.
And no, you're not going anywhere near them.
Your dad shouts back at Clay. By the way, that thing from Ferris Bueller where they try to run the thing backwards to reduce the odometer, that does not work.
Yeah, whoever came up with that was an idiot.
Well, how about you throw me some keys then, and don't worry about it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I push Clay out of my house
Okay. Clay,
with
you
the
can-
help of Fred and George.
I want to ride a cool muscle car. It'll be like it's like a party on the road. Damien, come on, help me out here.
I mean, at this point, now would not be the time.
Look, if I didn't feel like my spleen was gonna fall out of my side, I would just walk into town.
Seriously,
But
like,
String.
in any other situation. Sorry, what was that, Clay?
Oh, I'm gonna pull. I have 2 strings on Veronica. I'm gonna pull one.
Okay. So when you pull strings, you can tempt them to do what you want, which I'm guessing is what you're doing. So Veronica, uh, if you do what Clay wants, which is clearly to take a muscle car, you will get an XP. But you can refuse
and that'll be
it.
your your fifth XP, and that means that you get to take an advance. And it tells you on your character sheet what you can take your advances to do. Like add +1 to your stat, take a new queen move, that sort of stuff.
So it's up to you. If you want to take that XP and get your level up, just let Clay have his cool muscle car.
You know what? Fuck it. He can take whatever car Dad lets him.
Right on. You want the Stang or the or the? I'm trying to figure out what would a horrible person call a Maserati? Would they call it a Roddy?
Roddy sounds good. I mean, Lambo.
Roddy, yeah.
They're cool
Oh,
options.
There's
yeah.
the
Let's go with
Lamborghini,
the
yeah.
Lambo.
The Lambo, yeah.
Do you want to take the Stang or the Lambo?
Ooh. I wish I could say both. I'll go with the Mustang though. You know, American.
Right. He goes to the wall of keys and does this weird toss where he moves to throw up and it's like he catches his arm. That was probably something that people thought was cool in the 90s. You don't know.
Yeah.
And you reach out and you catch the keys
Oh,
to
yeah.
that sweet Stang.
I get in the car. Bodacious.
You even know how to drive, Clay.
Look, I saw a lot of movies, including that movie License to Drive, and of course Ferris Bueller. Other movies about cars too I've seen. So yeah, it's not that hard. Just hit the pedals and we'll spin the wheel.
We'll keep you cool to see if you really know how to drive a car.
Well, all right, you want to, Damien? You want to get in on this? Hop in.
Ruby goes ahead and gets in the sweet stang with you.
Fuck it. Why the hell not?
How many
Oh,
people can
okay.
fit in this Mustang?
Okay, no,
At least
it's
four.
really only one other person could fit in a stang. So
I was gonna say probably
I
only
thought
two
so.
people total.
so if Damien wants to
Yeah.
get in this sweet stang,
I got a 9.
okay. Yeah, I mean, you are driving it, but if anything, like you're driving it, but you feel kind of like you might crash it. So I'm giving you the condition of super nervous.
I thought Mustangs were 4-seaters.
Some of them are 2-seaters, some of them are 4-seaters. If you guys want it to be a 4-seater, so you're all riding in the sweet stang, you can.
If that's the case, I have a string on Clay. Can I want to pull it to give him +1 to that roll?
Okay,
Or can
do
I
it.
can I do that, or can I only do it against them? No, give a condition. No, I can't pull it to help you. Never mind.
Aw.
It's a roll against them. Oh,
Yeah.
boo.
Appreciate the thought.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, can I can give you a condition of confident as I like pat you on the shoulder and I'm like, I believe in you, Clay.
Cool. So that cancels out your nervousness. I'm cool with
Yeah.
that.
Cool.
Awesome. I'm a major gearhead, if you didn't know.
Okay, so Clay is driving this sweet stang. And Damien's riding in it, and Ruby's riding in it, and it sounds like maybe Lenore's in there. Do you want to try to cram in too, Veronica? Or are you riding in the truck with your minions?
No, I'm with my minions, and I took an additional queen move for end your enemies closer. So when someone betrays me, I gain a string on them.
Nice. Too bad you didn't already have that.
Yeah, right.
You know what? I'll retroactively let you have extra strings on all your minions. Why not? It's not like we're gonna play this again. Let's just do it.
I already had strings on Fred, George, and Cordelia.
Right. Now you have two
You have another
strings
one.
on them if you haven't used your strings yet.
I haven't.
There you go.
I just shame them.
Yeah. Okay, so you're off in this shame mobile, and Michael, you're off in that sweet party ride. Oh, by the way, when Damien took you as his god, you get a string on Damien too.
So I now have 3 strings on Damien then.
Great.
Hey, Damien, can you remind her of what your god can demand of you?
Let's see. Well, I have 2 bargains with dark powers, which basically means I can, whenever I have 2 things that I can give strings to her, and it'll grant me different things.
Yeah.
I
But I believe your dark power can demand things of you too, since there are strings. Or is it just the traditional strings of?
think it's
No.
just regular strings.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got a bunch of strings on him at any rate.
And if the dark power has 5, I go back into my darkest self.
Okay.
So is he like effectively considered one of my gang to where I'm
Yep.
telepathically linked with him as well?
Yeah.
Mm.
So
You're his
I
god
feel your emotions and your fears all the
Great.
time,
Great.
and I can speak directly into your head.
Great. You probably feel a lot. You're probably feeling like a lot of guilt, of basically just general guilt from this whole thing, basically.
Yeah, Clay, you hear a voice in your head.
A voice in my head.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like
Is this like a
speeds.
narration, like kind of a Boy Meets World? He would like narrate, or no, Wonder Years, which I also watched a lot of. Am I like
Sure.
narrating this?
It was just, yeah, you hear a narrative in your head. Like, I was having the best day of my life. I had learned that I had a cool attachment to the party god and that I could do anything I want. Why, if I felt like it, I bet I could drive this Mustang straight into a brick wall and I'd be A-OK. Yep, and that's what I decided to do. I decided to take that Mustang and drive it straight into a brick wall. And that's how I told the story of driving the Mustang into a brick wall for the sake of partying.
Tempting. I don't know, though. For some reason, my narration sounds a little more violent than it ever was on Boy Meets or on Wonder Years.
And there's a girl who I totally had a crush on, and then I drove my car straight into a brick wall.
Can I resist this?
Yeah, you can resist it. You can keep your cool.
Oh boy! All right, -1. Okay. Oh no! A 3.
Right.
-1, so it's a 2.
I mean, the narrative does say that
no.
you drove your car straight into a brick wall.
This is gonna be fun.
And that's I say. Wait, I never actually seen the Wonder Years. Does he ever say like, and that's why I call it the Wonder Years, or like, and that's when I knew everything was gonna be all right.
You could do that.
Okay, I'll say that to everybody and I drive the car into a brick wall. I'm sorry.
Is there any way that I can like
Yes, you may
try
try
and stop
can-
this?
You could try to stop him. Do you think that you would do that by lashing out physically, or by shutting him down, keeping your own cool?
I would say that like what I had in my head was basically just to grab the wheel and try and like wrench it away from the
Sure.
current trajectory.
So that would definitely be a lash out physically.
Okay. With my I'm gonna do the powers flow through me, which is I give the dark power a string, and in order to add 2 to my next roll.
Nice.
So
Veronica, you feel more deeply connected as that somebody is trying to do something that would be totally righteous.
okay. It's a good thing that I got that +2, because it just barely got to a 7.
Sweet. Okay. So, you do manage to avoid him driving straight into the brick wall.
Okay.
However, Clay, when he stops that from happening, it's like you see Veronica moving through him. Like you see that connection and you realize that he's a puppet of Veronica.
Clay, what the fuck are you doing? Stop this.
What the fuck are you doing? You're like a puppet man. Even more so than me.
So are you right now. Look, you do not drive into brick walls.
Okay,
Right,
guys, pull over, says Ruby in the back seat.
Yeah, maybe somebody else should drive. Someone just reached in and like narrated for me and I had to do it. I'll pull
You're
over.
clearly under the influence of the party god. Maybe you should talk to the bitch goddess about, making you feel bad about yourself. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll check in next when we get there. I think
Yeah.
she's in another car right now.
She is, in fact, in another car right now. But Ruby takes over the driving. And she's a really good driver.
Yep.
Is there anything going on over in the truck? You're just making your minions feel bad about themselves, Veronica?
That, and I'm basically in Damien's head telling him to shut up on the guilt. You're dragging me down.
Great. You actually feel more guilt.
Yeah.
Ah!
And as you arrive to the parking lot of Rutland's Emporium, you see that there is a massive tailgating party going on outside of it right now. And you cannot get your cars all the way to the door. Rock and Roll All Night by Kiss is playing.
I totally forgot
What
when
do
I
we
fail.
need?
When I fail, I do have the try harder next time, so I get a condition and get +1 to the next roll. So what condition would I get for that?
Huh. What condition would you get for that? I would say reckless. Like, everybody thinks you're reckless and dangerous now.
All right, sounds good.
And as your truck pulls up, it's like a pod person, or the truck and the car pull up. It's like a pod person moment as every head swivels to look directly at you guys.
All right. So
So what do we need from this place again? Maybe-
Ruby. Oh, let me handle what Lenore asked really quickly. Ruby says, like, I don't know, but I think it's something to stop the party god. If the bitch mother is manifested through your friend Veronica, then the party god must also be manifesting through somebody right now.
Well, it definitely wasn't me, so I don't know what to tell you.
So when we find that
Betty.
who they are, then
Ooh,
It's got to be Betty.
right. Why would you say this?
Because she's my rival.
Oh, right, her. Yeah, you two were always like that. I guess that.
But as you come to the conclusion that it must be Betty, a horde of partiers are upon you,
oh
Okay.
no.
trying to stop you from entering the Emporium.
All right.
Guys,
I have a
Seriously,
plan.
get out of my way. And I just push through, and I have Fred and George on either side, like, playing bodyguard.
Sure. I think to really get them to effectively be bodyguards, you might have to pull some strings there.
Oh, they are football players, but
Yeah.
I will basically have them, like, I'm your quarterback. Get me to the front.
Okay. So I think because you're puppeting them, you are going to have to roll the lash out physically.
Okay, I
to,
can
like,
do
get
that.
them to push your way through.
Let's see. That is volatile. Ugh.
Four? What's your darkest self?
Um. My darkest self. They have failed you again. This whole mess is their fault, and why should you have to suffer the consequences of their idiocy? You need to make an example out of each of them, a cruel and unwavering example. You escape your darkest self when you relinquish part of your power to someone more deserving, or when you destroy an innocent person in order to prove your might.
Okay. I think that with that failure, you are definitely in your darkest self because these people have failed you. They have not gotten you anywhere near the front of the store.
Oh, you guys are imbeciles. And I grab the shotgun and I smack George.
Okay, lash out physically at George. You can pull a string with him to either, like, take +1 to your roll or do extra harm.
I'm going to take a string and do +1 because my volatile is not the greatest.
Sure.
So that actually gets me 7 even.
Okay. 7 even. You do harm them. I'm gonna say it takes 2 harm as you just shotgun, like, hit him in the back of the front of the head with a shotgun. Yeah, and it just says that the MC decides how bad the harm turns out, so that's what I'm saying. That's one of the things. So yeah, you probably could have cold cocked him, but instead you busted his nose up and blood's gushing out of his nose now.
You are all failures.
He's like, why? As he falls to the floor and is dragged off by the partiers.
Ugh.
What are the rest
God.
of you doing in the meantime?
My plan is I want to get around behind the building where there aren't any doors and then phase through the wall.
Go for it. I think you can just do that. I don't think you need to make rolls, right? You're a ghost.
I mean, unless I need to, like, roll something to get around the partiers.
What is your ghost ability? Can't you become, like, intangible or something?
You can walk through walls and fly. So walking through walls is not exactly the same as being intangible to people.
But you could fly over everybody.
I
if
can
you're
fly.
okay with everybody knowing that you can fly.
I'm less okay with everyone knowing I can fly.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're going to try to sneak around these people, and that means you need to do a runaway.
That's what I was afraid of. I am bad at volatile, but I think it's the right thing to do here.
Distract everybody, too. I have an idea.
Well, I got a 10, but -1, it's only a 9.
Okay.
But
See, my distraction could help?
If the distraction helps, I'll bump it up to a 10. What are you planning to do for a distraction there, Clay?
All right, just like Ferris Bueller, that great scene, I'm going to lead everybody in an enormous dance number.
Okay, you're going to try to lead everybody into an enormous dance number. I am going to say this is probably a turn you on, or turn someone on. You were rolling with hot. Unless you can think of a reason why it would be some other move.
I get a +1.
Okay.
Because try harder next time, and I want to burn my party god condition, so it'll go away after this.
Okay. You will no longer be the party god.
And that gives me another +1, so it's +2.
Okay.
And then what is turn someone on is hot?
It's hot.
Okay, so that's -1, so it's actually +1 total.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Oh, fail. It's a 4.
oh no.
Oh no, you've totally failed. Okay, that means you're
+6.
stuck at the 9.
Yeah.
And you have failed.
Well, I level up at least, but okay.
Yeah.
Level
You
up.
level up. Hooray. But it definitely hasn't succeeded. Like, you jumped up onto a car roof and you're like, everybody, let's party this way. Do the thing. And people are like, man, he's definitely not the party god.
All right. Where's who's the MC for the party, or where's the speakers?
It's a tailgate, so people are just generally having random parties.
Okay, who has what seems to be the biggest, loudest system?
Sure. The biggest, loudest system actually belongs to Slash.
We need to get to Slash. Damien, get me there. And get me
Alright.
good in with them.
Are you pulling a string on Damien? Or
Please
are you just asking him to do it? And you just
I'm
will do
How
it?
many strings do you have on me
him.
right now?
4.
Okay. You're asking?
But we need to get to Slash, because if he has the biggest, loudest system,
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
Okay. But to resolve the running away that Lenore was doing,
Yes.
you get away, but you choose one. It's not me choosing one, you get to choose one. So is it you run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind?
Ooh. I don't think I have something I could leave behind here.
Yeah, I feel
so-
like that's probably not something that can happen.
I want to run into something worse. I think that sounds like the right choice here.
Okay. So you manage to get around the back, and around the back you run into Betty, Caribou, and Archie.
Uh-oh.
who was Caribou?
Caribou is the big football player that Betty tends to hang out with.
Yeah.
And as you get around the back, Betty looks straight at you and goes, "Hey, Lenora."
I was just leaving, and I like.
Uh-huh. You're not trying to go in there and do the thing, are you?
I definitely am.
Can I convince you maybe to not? Hear me out here. You know that Veronica girl is bad news, right? I mean, you have to see that.
Like, while she's talking, I'm just kind of like inching closer and closer to the wall of this place so that I can maybe just like slip through it. Like, I'm listening, but like, I'm not.
Sure. And it occurs to me that wouldn't the world just be better without people like her? I mean, it was the result of her family that you died in the first place. That has to kind of bum you out. I mean, you can't possibly trust them, right?
I don't really trust anybody, to be perfectly honest.
Hey, that's totally understandable, but you do know, though, that if you go in there and you find something that can destroy me, then the power of people like Veronica is just going to run unchecked in this world.
Yeah. Not my
I mean,
problem. And
look,
I
I'm not.
want to get out of here. I want to get
Okay.
out of here.
So you're going to face through the wall?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna face through the wall. I'm gonna find whatever that thing is, or I'm gonna try at least.
Okay, you're going to try to find what the thing is.
Yes.
And I don't know if you have any ghostly abilities that allow you to, like, sort of connect to spiritual energy or not.
I can gaze into the abyss.
You can try gazing into the abyss again.
Let's
But
try that.
But we will cut, before we do that, let's cut back to Veronica
Yes.
and Damien. So, Veronica, you were ordering Damien to go after Slash.
Well, I was saying we needed to get to Slash so that we could get access to his thing, and that I wanted Damien to go so that we could get in good with him. The jungle juice, was that still in the truck?
The jungle juice was not still in the truck because everybody drank it.
Okay.
Like, you had brought it into the party, people drank it.
What all do we have in the truck?
You got a shotgun.
Well, besides the shotgun.
Shitty ass beard.
You have garbage beer. You have the shotgun. You've got some Molly, and you've got some, like, harder drugs.
Who, and I'm assuming, like, other people have liquor and...
Oh, yeah, everybody's drinking.
Okay. So, I want Fred, George, and Cordelia to go around exchanging the drugs and or money, whatever they can, to get as much liquor as they can from people.
Okay.
And then meet me back over with Slash, over at Slash's vehicle.
Okay.
And do we make it over to Slash?
You're going to have, I mean, it really depends on how subtle you are going to be about this and what you're asking Damien to do.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that Slash is going to cooperate.
Okay.
And if I need Damien to step in to get him to, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So as you're heading towards Slash, well, Damien, are you agreeing to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are heading over towards Slash, Ricky approaches you.
Stop, Ricky.
Hey, what are you guys doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Why not? It's a party, isn't it?
Well, she shouldn't be here.
Why not?
The party god doesn't want her here.
And why is that?
Because she's like I'm not quite clear on the rules, but I think, like, she's a buzzkill, maybe? I don't know, I used to think she was the coolest thing, but...
Ricky, let me tell you what my plan is right now, okay? And then you can decide if I'm a buzzkill.
All right.
So, I've got Fred, George, and Cordelia getting all the hard liquor they can from everybody. I'm going to make some kick-ass jungle juice again. And I'm just going to freely hand it out to everybody. And I'm going to announce it from Slash's place because he's got the biggest, baddest system. So more people are going to hear it.
I do like free alcohol. And
I
really did think you were cool yesterday.
Does that sound like I'm a buzzkill?
Sounds pretty sweet to me.
No, you sound pretty awesome.
That's what I thought.
Because you're trying to do this by being nice, it's going to require you to roll with hot rather than cool.
Look, I mean, is there any way that I can help out or anything like that? Or is that not a thing?
Not particularly.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing in this one. Boo.
Even with my negative, I get a 7.
Nice. So on a 7, I'm going to guess that they promise to do something that you want. Yeah? Because the options are they give themselves to you, they promise something that they think you want, or they get embarrassed and act awkward. I would imagine since you're trying to get them to give you something, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, I would say as far as I just don't.
Or you can take a string on them, but I mean, in this case, you are directly trying to get them to do something.
Yeah, I just don't want Ricky to interfere or stop me.
Okay. He's good with that. I mean, you asked him to go out and gather up liquor, right? Or no, your friend's already doing that. So.
Oh yeah, Fred, George, and Cordelia are already working on that, and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. No problem. Well, y'all do make it over to Slash, but let's cut back to Clay real quick. Clay, you didn't manage to get the party started. You're muted. Michael, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so because I failed, I should actually get another condition.
Uh-oh.
And then
Okay.
another one. It keeps happening. It's a move. Well,
Okay.
What's the condition for that failure?
Your new condition is try hard.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. Okay, I love it. All right, so what's going on now?
Well, you see that Cordelia and Damien are like moving towards Slash. And you also see that her minions are going around like, gathering liquor and stuff. And that's when you hear another voice in your head, because nobody's ever removed you from being inflicted by the party god, Clay. So the party god is still communicating with you.
Oh, it's my narrator again, huh?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I remember when I was young and life was bright and sunny, how I stopped people from trying to interfere with the party god. I went around and I smacked those football players that were trying to gather liquor. That's what I did. And I had a great time, and I really learned a lot about life. The end.
Well, I don't want to have a good time anymore. I just want to be intense and epic.
I realized I'd be really intense and epic if I went and hit George in the face.
That does sound pretty intense and epic. Can I roll to resist?
Sure, you can roll to keep your cool.
And George already has a busted up nose.
He does.
-1, but I get a +1 to it. So just straight roll.
Okay.
Nice. That is a 10.
Okay, you have resisted the urge to let the narrative control you. You're controlling the narrative.
I'll say, hey, you know what, narrative? Buckle the fuck up. Because from now on, I'm controlling my own story.
The narrator has nothing smart to say in response. But meanwhile... Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm going to see how I can assist with the gathering the jungle juice.
Okay, yeah, you're out helping to gather the liquor now. And we'll get to that. But meanwhile, Lenore, you've managed to phase into the shop. You realize one complication is that there are doors to this store too, and that, people could easily walk through the door.
I mean, sure, that's true, but, I've got a small minute here.
Okay.
I'd like to gaze in the abyss and find out what I need. Come on, dice. Let's go dark. That is 7.
Okay. On a 7, the abyss shows you confusing and alarming visions, but you still get the answer.
Yes.
So it's like you get pulses of all of these things in here. So many of these items are horribly dangerous and cursed. And you're overwhelmed with the distraction of like screaming spirits and phasing poltergeists. Like a giant snake slithers through the one side of the wall to the other. You're like, I should not have opened myself up to the spirit world like this. But on the other hand, you have a pretty good idea that you need to use a very specific sacrificial knife of Norwegian make.
All right, I'm on the quest for this new Norwegian sacrificial knife. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, it reaches out to you.
And I reach back.
Okay. But in the meantime, you do hear the door to the shop open, and Betty and her friends have entered.
Well, this will be great.
What's she going for there, Lenora?
You know, I'm just exploring the beauties of the spirit world.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to have to try to stop you there. Or you can just leave the shop and nothing bad has to happen.
Enough is bad has happened already. So, can't be any worse. And I'm just gonna like beeline for the knife.
Go for it. Okay, so you're trying to get to the knife before she can get to you.
Yes.
And I do feel like this is probably a runaway again.
I think so
Unless
too.
it could also be a shut someone down.
That's actually I think it kind of is a shut someone down. It's like me being like, no, I don't have to listen to your bullshit. I'm just gonna go over here and get this knife. And thank goodness I'm rolling cold. That's gonna be 9. Okay, 9's pretty good.
Okay. So you get to pick one of the things. You get to pick that they lose a string on you, or you gain a string on them. They can gain a condition, or you take one forward against them.
I think they take a condition, which is like, like spiritually confused. Like here, like I opened myself up to all of the weird stuff in this shop, and it like messed with me, but I knew where I needed to go, and like I kind of like maybe taunt her into opening herself up to that, and then suddenly now she can't just see my pulsing ghost spirit anymore because there's all this other BS going on in this place. Sure.
So you've like channeled all the other spirits around, and they're all like between you and her. Like they've all been made manifest, and both Caribou and Archie see this, and they like just totally freak out, and they're like, "I think it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just don't look at it." And Betty's like, "That's not at all how any of this works."
Yeah.
And you do hear one thing that Archie says, and then we're going to cut back to the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Archie says, like, "You don't know. You're not the party god." Meanwhile, you're approaching Slash.
Hey, Slash.
Hey. What's up?
Sweet system you've got.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It was made in Norway.
That's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
Right? Pretty rad. So, what's going on?
So I've got a bunch of my friends gathering up some stuff to make jungle juice. Figured we'd bring it over here and mix it up, and then we could announce it.
Wow!
Once it was ready. Yeah.
Jungle juice, huh? Whoa. That'd be really impressive if I was in like 12th, like, I don't know, I guess middle school. Thanks for the offer, though.
What's impressive to you then?
I don't know, lots of things. Graffiti, skateboarding. My good friend Damien here.
Hey, man. This is more of. I know you're not really into this shit, but like everyone else seems to be, and everyone is all having fun with the party, and I think this stuff might actually help it out a little bit more to help give everyone a little more something, and then maybe like it'll help you out as well.
Here's the thing about it, Damien. He claps you on the shoulder. He's like, I thought we had something going, you and me. I really wanted to share infinite power with you, buddy. Even though you don't ever get they, them right, like, I still think you're a cool guy.
Oh yeah.
I do. And I'm really sorry I'm going to have to do this to you. Oh, what are you going to say, Veronica?
Slash, this doesn't have to go this way. Look, we can all
No,
have
I'm
fun.
still thinking. Just
Okay.
We can all have fun. We can all do what needs to be done. But like, I think you took it a little too far, man. Like, this is all fun and games until like. I think
See, the thing.
you asked my friend Clay to drive into a wall. Is that really fun?
Look. When you abandoned me, that hurt my feelings. You could have just.
Well, you kind of abandoned me into that graveyard. So the feeling's mutual, man.
Sometimes
And
you
then
gotta.
you had like someone shoot me with a shotgun
I mean,
like-
that was to prove a point.
to prove a point by killing me.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to be friends? How are we supposed to share?
I would have
like,
healed you. And then you would have been all like, oh, thank you for healing me. Oh, great dark power. You're so great
Look.
at healing me. And it would have been great. You would have seen that I could kill you at any time and I can heal you at any time. And it works so perfectly.
Look,
Do you see what I mean?
no,
Like, it's the give and take, like the circle of life, like the Lion King.
look.
Like, you would
seem to
know
be
that I
doing a
could
lot-
take your life away at any time, and you would worship me, and you would have been my chief disciple, and now you're with her? Look at her. She's like nothing. It's sad.
no, I'm lashing out.
Okay.
I've still got the shotgun. I'm gonna cold cock him.
Okay, go for it.
Them.
Bam.
Kat, am I there?
You can be in a second. What happened, Christina?
3.
Okay, so I'm going to say what happens is as you reach out to cold cock him, he pulls out what looks like an ancient Norwegian sacrificial dagger and just jams it into you.
Oh shit.
And you feel all of your power draining out through the dagger. And you're just you. You're just some kid.
Slash.
Some
this is-
kid with no powers whatsoever.
I don't have
And-
the hive mind anymore.
Dude, Slash.
You are totally disconnected from it. Damien, you are also totally disconnected from the hive mind and every kind of power that you could possibly have. It is just drained into the dagger. And Slash is like, I can't believe that worked. Oh my God, you guys, I can't believe it. He looks out at the crowd. Is like, I won. It's been 10,000 years and I won. I'm so happy.
Can I
I'm
grab the
so
dagger
happy.
from him while he's doing the revelry?
You can certainly try.
Could
And
I
then Clay
help
shows
him
up.
by, hitting him with something? Is there some big object like a mailbox maybe I can hit him with?
What did you roll there, Nick?
5.
Okay. He just turns that dagger around and just slashes you with it. Take 3 harm.
Okay, could I?
He's
is there
like,
any-
look, man, I don't want to kill you again, okay? We're friends. We're friends.
You're not acting like a friend, dude.
Yeah, I am. Give me a minute. Jeez, I won something I've been trying to do for 10,000 years. I'm really excited right now.
I understand that, but
I have the feeling that this is me relinquishing part of my power to someone more deserving.
I mean, it's
Kind
at least somebody more powerful.
yeah.
So basically, I'm no longer my darkest self.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got some ideas now.
Okay. But Clay's been wanting to do something for a little while.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
let
I
Clay
was-
do the thing. Clay.
I was gonna let somebody else while I sit back.
Yeah, I would like to lash out and hit him to try and disarm him. Like,
them.
is there
But
any
okay.
big objects around I could hit him with?
Them.
Hit them with? Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
That's okay. You can certainly try to find something to hit Slash with.
All right, maybe I'll grab like a mailbox, just like wrench it out and swing it down.
Sure. To try to pull that mailbox out of the ground, go ahead and do a lash out physically.
Okay. And can I say, hello, Epic Department? I've got something for you. Using up my try hard condition to get another +1. Is that possible?
Sure.
Okay, and then I also have the +1 from the earlier fail. So it's a +2 plus a +3 from volatile. Because I upgraded that from 2 to 3. So it's a total of +5.
Okay. So wait, you're rolling +5 here.
Yes. So
Okay.
I rolled a 6 + 5 is an 11.
Okay. You have succeeded on pulling a mailbox out of the ground.
Okay, now I gotta hit him with it?
Now you also have to hit them with it, yes.
Alright. Did the try hard go away, or is that...
Yeah. That's over.
Okay, cool. So now I just can stop talking about how epic I am. I'm still reckless, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do this in a reckless way. Can I do it in a reckless way, like getting right in front of him and hitting him with it?
You can try to hit them with your mailbox and recklessly. Yeah.
Okay, so
Do you
that's
have to burn a condition to do something recklessly, though, or?
Yeah, that would make reckless go away.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay, that gives me a +4.
All right.
All right. Okay, 6 + 4 is a 10.
All right. You do hit them with the mailbox. And this is just right when Lenora has discovered that, oh crap, the dagger's not in here. And also, like, totally not the boss.
Well, poop. Well, if the dagger's not in here, like, I still have like a connection to it, though, right? So I can
do.
find it.
Yes, you are positive that it has just gone skittering across the ground somewhere outside.
I'm gonna go for it. Like, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna go through walls. I don't care who sees me right now. That I need that dagger in my hand.
Okay, so when the mailbox collides with Slash, the dagger goes flying out of their hand and right into the waiting hand of Lenora. Boom.
Nice.
Lenora, you've got a dagger, and you clearly know who was the party god, and you know that it is Slash.
I want to stab them with this knife.
Sure.
I'm bad at being volatile, but I have all of the wrath of this party god who killed me and tried to kill my new friends.
Yeah.
As I see her going to do that, I'm going to try and distract Slash by basically like grabbing the front of their clothes and just like start crying. Why did you stab me? Like being super pathetic.
Sure. Do a shut someone down, and we'll see if this aids Lenora in her attack. You don't mind doing this little diversion quickly, do you, Lenora?
Oh, no, go for it.
Okay.
That gives me a 9.
Okay. On a 9, you do come across poorly, and you do pick up a condition, and the condition is like extra. Like everybody in school thinks you're extra now.
Oh,
I mean,
they think I'm a bitch. They think I'm extra, whatever.
Yeah, they think you're both of those things. You have a lot
Honestly,
of conditions on you now.
I don't care what they think about me, but whatever.
Okay, but I will let you do a +1 forward to help Lenora.
Sweet. That brings me up to an 8.
Cool. So you have lashed out physically. Excuse me, I keep burping. But you become your darkest self.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
I become invisible. unnoticeable. No one can see you, hear you, um, feel you, or hear your voice. You can still affect inanimate objects, like
Huh?
Norwegian sacrificial daggers. Um, and this is your only avenue of communication. You can escape your darkest self when someone acknowledges your presence and demonstrates how much they need you around.
Aw.
Want,
I
sorry, want.
I will say when you become invisible, first of all, that dagger does stab into him. So it's like you hit him and then that force like makes you invisible. So you hit them, uh, and like the spirit is pulled out of Slash's body as well. So now Slash is just a person too. So both Veronica and Slash are just people. But you have found yourself in a weird limbo with two very grumpy looking spirits. One is a rabbit and one is a hawk. And they're glaring at each other angrily.
I mean, if they're glaring at each other, that means they're not looking at me.
They're not.
Good, good. Yep. I'm just gonna kind of back out slowly.
Okay, so you're just slowly backing away from them.
Yeah.
And since you're trying really hard to not be noticed, do a quick runaway again. Sorry.
I know it's fine. This is my life. Or my afterlife. That's a 5. No good.
Okay.
No bueno.
They do see you, and they're like, "Why are you interfering with us, mortal?"
They interfered with me first.
The rabbit looks at the hawk and's like, "That's on you." And the hawk says to the rabbit, like, "Yeah, that's fair. Look, we didn't mean to kill you. That wasn't our intention. We just want to have a certain degree of control of the mortal world again. I don't know if you've noticed this," says the rabbit to you. "People are messing things up real bad right now."
I've kind of only been around up here again for the last couple of days, but you're absolutely right. It's gone to shit in the last 60 years.
Yeah. And the hawk says, maybe the bitch mother and I don't do the best working together. And the rabbit nods about that. But, I mean, we're not going to run things any worse than the people are doing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
And
don't see that.
You don't
I'll
see
see
that?
I don't.
All right. Well, I guess we'll manifest again in another 30 years. Maybe make our pitch again then. And the rabbit says, "Yeah, we've got to stop introducing ourselves by fighting each other. Wait, this whole like one of us against the other thing, it's not playing." And the hawk's like, "Yeah, I get that. I get that. We've got to figure out better ways to solve our problems." And the rabbit's like, "Yeah." And now they're busy just talking to each other about how maybe they could have handled things a little bit better.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back to backing away and see if I can find my way back to what my friends are doing, probably
Yeah.
without realizing that they're not gonna be able to see me.
Yeah. So you managed to like get back to your friends while these two spirits continue to argue with each other. For the rest of you, so Veronica, you've lost your powers. And Damien, you've lost your powers. Clay, I mean, you're still you.
Awesome.
And you've won, but you're still your darkest self, so it's like just you thought like helping defeat a god would make you feel awesome, but you don't. It just kind of stinks.
Yeah, I've been imitating like every dominant personality I run across, and it doesn't make me feel any better. I just feel hollow.
How do you manage to lose your condition, Clay, if you don't mind me asking?
I gotta find somebody who is more trapped than I am.
Well, I mean,
Damien does feel kind of, well, maybe not trapped. Never mind. I'm wrong.
You know who's more trapped than you? Is the spirits that are trapped in that dagger right now.
Are those the spirits of the gods?
Yeah, the spirits of the gods are currently. You can see the daggers glowing slightly, and unfortunately, because Kelsa's completely invisible, nobody can see you come out of the dagger, but you do.
Yay.
But the dagger is glowing slightly.
I will. I'll hold it up and like see if I can like listen to it.
Sure. Go ahead and gaze into the abyss.
All right. Dark.
You're just gazing with your ears. It's fine.
So 1.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is a 9.
Okay. What you see is a montage of the world falling apart, of humans running rampant, of violence on the streets of America, of cities choked with ash, of pollution, of fascism taking control of the world. And then you see a vision of peace and love and partying and everybody getting along together because everybody's the same and nobody's ever alone. That's what you see as you gaze into the dagger. But right now, that solution is trapped inside of the dagger.
Huh. It seems like the real people that are trapped is mankind.
Yeah, mankind is trapped by their own destructive impulses.
Totally.
And you feel empathy for that. And you're no longer your darkest self.
Whoa. All right. Well, I will take the dagger and I'll pocket it and be like, I gotta go visit my parents, so to speak. Maybe they can build some kind of a receptacle for these spirits to inhabit. Because we gotta do something about all the problems we got going on.
I mean, that's a little existential, don't you think?
Yeah, but that's kind of the dominant problem. I do tend to follow the dominant personality.
Great.
Yeah, a Slash stands up and it's like, was I like a god for like 5 hours?
I've flipped my hair. In no world are you ever a god. George, Fred, Cordelia, come on. And I leave.
And they look at you and go, no.
Veronica,
Like,
have you
you're
realized-
not nice to us, Veronica. And you, like, this is what, actually, George, the brutish troll of a man, says to you, like, no, Veronica, you're not nice to us. You are not a good friend. You need to sort yourself out. I don't know what you need to do to sort yourself out. If you need to get therapy, if you need to just relax, if you need to like buy something to help you relax, but until you can do that, like, I don't know. Like, but no, we're not going to follow you anymore. Like, we were your friends. Then you got these freaky weird powers and totally exploited us. You made the band kids run around town naked. That's messed up. That's fundamentally messed up.
That was funny.
Not exactly.
And Cordelia does like that to you and walks off, texting about how extra you are.
Veronica, all things are connected. When you hurt others, you're really just hurting yourself.
Wise words, man.
All right, whatever. Later, losers.
Okay, and with that, Veronica is out.
Flips her hair and leaves.
Is Slash like on the ground or something? Can I like help him up or something?
Yeah, you can help them up.
You doing all right there, Slash?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Like that God is speaking through me.
Yeah, that was my bad. I ran into them in the mines, and I was the one who released him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Look.
And Ruby approaches all of you as well and is like, so was everything resolved? I kind of got attacked by a bunch of the party zombies and...
The gods, I guess, are in the dagger that Clay's got.
Oh, can I see the dagger?
Yeah, I'll hand it over. I was going to try and see if my parents could build some kind of vessel for them to inhabit.
Huh. You would not. I would not have thought that a Norwegian dagger would have played into all of this.
Yeah.
I guess it just shows that everything's connected, huh?
Yeah. It's deep, man.
Yeah, I guess. At any rate, I guess I saved the world. I know this isn't on me.
Yeah, I mean, we all did something.
I got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you think your parents can do something with this dagger, I mean, why not a Jewish golem on top of everything else?
Yeah, why not? Besides, I got kind of a bone to pick with them. They made me out of clay and made me watch a bunch of like '80s movies and then let me loose into the world. Pretty weird.
That's way more messed up than me finding a god in the middle of a mine.
Yeah. So I guess next time try to not do that. And I'm guessing your ghost friend is around here somewhere too.
Oh, yeah.
But
Where? Veronica?
I feel like, I mean, I saw it. No, not Veronica.
Oh,
Lenora.
sorry. Lenora. Oh my gosh, that was...
I mean,
Okay.
if you're here, Spirit, just know that you're the one that saved us. And so
It's true.
thank you.
Yeah, you did do a pretty good job with that knife.
I understand you and I feel you. And I see you. Maybe not literally.
Yeah, I think maybe with that literally, and I'm gonna take the knife and I'm gonna be like, don't give this to Clay.
Okay.
What?
I forget what it is to get your condition to go away, by the way, Lenora.
It's someone demonstrates how much they want me around.
Okay.
So I think acknowledging that I saved the world counts.
I do too. So you materialize again and you walk up to Clay and you say what you're saying to Clay about, like, you probably shouldn't be the one with this dagger.
Yeah, I'll hang on to this.
You know what? I think you're right.
Maybe the person who can go invisible and fly and stuff could be... by the way, are you the same person that I found in the mine?
Yeah.
Do you...
You know,
want
Ruby
someone-
says, this does tie into what the ancients said about, yeah, that spirits would be guarded by the dead made manifest. I should have led with things like that, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not that good at this.
You're learning. We all learn.
I'm trying. I think maybe if Lenora and I can work together, like, we can prevent these sorts of things from happening again. There are, after all, over 70 more of these.
Oh. Interesting. Well, I think I'm done with that.
So
Let's get
I mean,
busy.
yeah.
If you ever
Let's
need
get-
some muscle, give me a call.
Well, I mean, Clay, it doesn't sound like you have any real attachment to the people that made you. If Lenora's okay with it, I'm okay with you coming along.
I'd appreciate that.
We can ride in that sweet, sweet Stang.
Oh, but hey, you know what? This time you drive.
All right.
And the three
Should
of us
I
ride off
probably
into the
mention-
sunset.
I could probably mention at this point that Veronica's father probably wakes up and wonders, where the hell's my Mustang? And reports
He is-
it's stolen.
He is probably going to do that.
Yeah.
That's for another
yeah.
time.
So, yeah, I was actually going to say, hey, Lenora, if you ever want to hang out sometime, feel free to hit me up or something.
Cool.
Yeah, Lenora, you're pretty cool, says Slash. And gives you a fist bump. Which you're confused by the notion of fist bumps at first, but then you're like, oh yeah, that's something people do now.
I'm confused by it, but I pick up on it. I've seen them doing it down at the skate park, so, you know. I feel honored to be included in this strange ritual.
Of fist bumping.
Yes.
Okay. And basically we have Lenora and Clay and Ruby heading off to find more of these gods that are probably going to pop up and cause more trouble everywhere. We have Veronica heading off back home. Veronica, at any point do you start feeling bad about yourself at all? Or are you just like, I'm still
No.
awesome?
I'm still awesome.
No
I am
lessons
the
learned.
quintessential queen bee mean girl. I learn nothing. I'm awesome.
Yeah. And Damien. Let us end on Damien, the guy that kind of accidentally started it all. What do you think you're doing to round out your day?
I think I would just be like, hey, Slash, what do you have planned? Like, do you want to?
Well, I heard that you can play test Baldur's Gate now. So
Nice.
I thought, yeah, I'd go home and maybe do some of that,
Do you mind having a second, sort of watch you, or like just hang out?
Hey, you can watch me anytime you want.
Sounds like fun.
Okay. And so I think that is where we're going to end it. On Monsterhearts, where maybe some love was found. But there's definitely a cool road trip happening, which is something that Clay's probably always dreamed of.
Yes.
Road trip.
Veronica shaking her fist at the mirror going, no lessons have been learned. None.
I am trying to figure out how to take over the school again.
Fair enough.
You got to start from scratch. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, you got to do it without superpowers this time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no more hive mind, but still got the rest of it.
Yep.
And Damien is not messing with other people with voices in his head.
Probably for the best.
Probably.
Yeah, so thanks for playing. I think that's going to wrap it up. I hope y'all had a good time.
Yeah.
Man,
Most definitely.
I like the end, especially like the wrap up, like the end of a John Hughes movie. It was just like I felt that, like Breakfast Club, and I really did. Just at the end, it's like everything kind of tied up into this. We're all good people, and then the bad one walking off. Gonna start her own spin-off, Mean Girls.
What was actually kind of funny is when you guys were talking about like the chess pieces and pawns and stuff. One of the songs in my Spotify playlist actually talks about you may be a king, but I'm the queen with all the pawns in the palms of my hand.
Oh, jeez. See?
I appreciate that Veronica adamantly refused to learn anything.
Yeah.
Everybody else like blew in shame. She literally had her powers ripped out of her, and it was like, whatever, I'm still a god.
Yeah. Like it was not the powers. It was me all along.
She was a god before the god became part of her.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, you were picked by her because she, sensed a like spirit.
Exactly.
And looking at it, I probably should have made her like a dog or a coyote, considering she was being called the bitch god. But then I made her a rabbit because I wasn't thinking things through.
Hey.
I just like rabbit. I don't know.
It's kind of funny.
It worked. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, everybody that's playing this game, and of course Avery, who created this. What's her name? Avery. Alder. Thank you so much for putting this into the universe. If you want to check out what Avery's done, you can go through Drive Through RPG. There's even a couple books on there, and then some other stuff that Avery's done. So check that stuff out. And check out the Spotify playlist. We did put them in the Twitch chat, so you can kind of identify with the characters and where they're coming from musically and emotionally. So check those out too.
And I did a general soundtrack for the town.
Yep.
Like with the idea of it being like, oh, this is one of those early 2000s kind of teen monster movies. You know the ones I'm talking about, like all the ones that came out after Scream. Yeah,
it was great, and I've looked at all the playlists and check them out, guys. They're out there. We can send them to you if anybody wants to see them. But they did go through the Twitch chat. You can get the links through there tonight. So if you scroll back, it'll be there. Thanks again. Thanks, Kelsa, for being here.
Yeah.
And thanks, Christina, two amazing human beings that are still part of the local community here in Sacramento and get to play with us every once in a while. And we freaking love it. So... and thanks, Kat, again, for putting everything you put into these. When you run these games, you put your whole body and soul into the table, and it's amazing to watch. So, no, we appreciate it. I love it. It's very entertaining.
It's one of those things I'm always nervous about when I run something like Monsterhearts, where it's like very specifically says, like, as the DM, do not prepare in advance, and you've got to fight that urge. Like, you have to be like, okay, it's a conversation. What the players decide is like what I'm gonna run with. More than just trying to like shoehorn you into a pre-written story.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's like me every time I DM.
Yeah.
Every time she DMs, or I mean, as a player, pretty close.
And thanks, Michael.
That's so amazing. You guys are so great, Michael, Nick. You guys, I mean, seriously, there's this Tuesday night thing wouldn't happen without the core people that are here pretty much every Tuesday. So thanks, everyone. We'll be back. Who knows what we'll do next Tuesday? We'll figure it out as we get this year going. Check in our backlog on our YouTube channel, on our backlog on our Twitch, all that stuff. And, of course, it's easy to find us because we're at Time to Tabletop on all of those. So until then, until next Tuesday, what am I going to say? Make sure and pull up a chair and make time to tabletop. That was freaking beautiful, man. All right. See you guys. Thank you so much.